Hello, I'm CJ Wellerman. Don't forget to subscribe to our show. Now let's get into it. There are 4 million Muslims living in America today, but only one Muslim majority city in the entire country. And that's the city of Hamtramck, a city of 28,000 residents that's located within Greater Detroit. Now the data I'm going to share with you about Hamtramck is information no mainstream media outlet is willing to tell, because it reveals how Muslim immigrants have transformed this once crime and violence plagued city into one of the most livable cities in America today. This story has been deliberately kept hidden from you because a Muslim majority city within the United States is the sum total of every white nationalist's worst nightmare. This is the kind of story that makes right-wing Americans freak out over anti-Islamic conspiracies and Muslim immigration.
The fact is, Muslim immigration means more Islamic terrorism. It's just that simple.
Today, the city has become the center of political controversy, with both the left and right launching rhetorical attacks against Hamtramck, but for different reasons. You see, whereas right-wing Americans hate even the idea of a Muslim majority city on US soil, the left, on the other hand, tend to welcome Muslim immigrants, but only if they practice so-called Rand Corporation approved moderate Islam once they get here.
There's the people who want to be like, oh, they're going to bring Sharia law and all the women are going to be forced to cover and women aren't going to be able to drive anymore. All of those things, right?
Left-wing Americans are now weaponizing the LGBTQ movement to stigmatize Muslims in Hamtramck, after the city voted last month to ban the display of gay pride flags on city property, with some liberals likening Muslim families to white supremacists, which of course is totally nuts. Because here's the truth. The city not only voted to ban the gay pride flag on city buildings, but also any flag that doesn't belong to the city, state, or country. In other words, the move was about maintaining political neutrality in a country that's being literally torn apart by political divisiveness. Therefore, the new law has nothing to do with homophobia or whatever. It's about maintaining peace and serenity. What's really going on here is a desire to smear a Muslim majority community that elected the country's first Muslim mayor and first entirely Muslim majority government.
The city of Hamtramck puts a new face on representative government in America. For a century, it was a Polish-American enclave in Michigan, surrounded by the city of Detroit. Now, a wave of new immigrants from Yemen, Bangladesh, Pakistan has eroded the dominance of Warsaw. In 2013, the city became majority Muslim.
But before we go on, we urgently need your help to counter injustices in the Muslim world, and we can't continue this effort without you. So please consider supporting my journalism at patreon.com/CJWelderman. Our program is made possible only because of the support we receive from our wonderful patrons. Please join them in helping me bring these stories to a wider audience. Thank you. Now back to our show. Hamtramck has experienced a profound demographic transformation during the past decade, having become a Muslim majority city for the first time in 2013. The city was once dominated by Polish and Ukrainian Catholics, but today 38% of Hamtramck's residents are of Yemeni descent and 25% of South Asian descent. This rapid demographic change has had a profoundly positive influence on the city's social well-being, as illustrated by the rapid drop in the city's crime rate since 2013, the year Hamtramck became a Muslim majority city. Look at this chart here. In 2013, Hamtramck recorded 878 incidents of violent crime and 457 incidents of property crime. The following year, these numbers dropped significantly to 530 and 377 respectively. This equals almost a halving of the violent crime rate in a single year. And these numbers have continued to fall every year after that, to where we are today, with the property crime rate in the city now well below the national average. This is a success story like no other, providing further evidence for how Islam is transforming many broken American cities for the better, as we revealed here in a recent episode. But here's Peter Santanero, who recently took a walk through the city of Hamtramck to meet the locals.
Mix, what a place. And then like
the very diverse. In our school, 40 people
talk 40 different languages.
40 different languages here in 2.1 square miles. And guys, I want to just point out, you have like what's going on in so much of Detroit, these old beautiful buildings. It looks like it's being redone. Looks like some new windows going in.
90s people left the city. Now people are coming.
In the 90s, the people left Hamtramck. Now they're coming back.
Yep.
Gotcha. How you doing, man?
The city's success in reducing crime and reinvigorating a sense of community is now drawing Muslims from other cities in America, like these Indian American Muslims here.
The New York Bengalis are coming here.
Definitely.
Why?
Especially this year, there's been a lot of people coming here. You know how it is, you know, you've been to New York, you know how the rent and everything is.
Okay, it's cheaper here.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper here. You work for some sort of money, you know.
Yeah.
You're not just putting it towards rent. You have some to save up here, you know.
Gotcha. So you can buy this. What do we have here? Some lentil
This is
dish.
lentil with, I think, chana dal. That's what
Okay.
we call it. This is just beef curry, straight up.
Beef curry.
Yeah.
And beef curry.
Yeah.
And this is halal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is halal, yeah.
Is Mountain Dew halal?
That I can't answer. I'm not sure on that one.
The city's change of fortune under a Muslim-majority government has not gone unnoticed by Islam haters among America's far right, who have not only organized anti-Islam protests, but also carried out a string of terror attacks against Muslims in the area, which has forced mosques to beef up security and even perform active shooter drills.
This is a very disturbing trend. Instead of getting better in terms of providing safety and security for our people, we are now in a downward spiraling trend where instead of worrying about coming to the place of worship to pray to God, we are worried about our safety at this time.
The situation is the same in nearby Dearborn, Michigan, where Muslims comprise 45% of the population and have experienced an upward surge in anti-Muslim hate crimes in recent years from far-right extremists. But Muslims here have also come under rhetorical fire from the left, who have painted Michigan Muslims as vicious homophobes after Muslim and Christian parents protested against the county's decision to no longer notify parents when their children are reading from the school's approved selection of LGBTQ inclusive texts, and that no opt-outs would be tolerated. The media accuse these parents of being hateful bigots because nothing grabs a headline better than those that proclaim Muslims hate LGBTQ Americans, despite such claim being fundamentally untrue. All these parents want is a say over which sexually explicit texts their young children should be exposed to.
To the LGBT community, the majority of parents are not here to attack your right to exist in a free society. Criticism of age-inappropriate content is not criticism of the LGBT community.
As you can see, there's always more to a story than attention-grabbing headlines, particularly when Muslims are at the center of it. And we know this because violent crimes committed by Muslims are reported 357% more times in the media than the same crimes committed by non-Muslims. But were the media honest and truthful, then would report stories that show how Muslims are making America a better country by improving the communities in which they live. Muslims have not only transformed Hamtramck for the better, but also the rest of the United States, and the media should report this. Anyway, that's my time for today. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we kindly ask you please support our effort to expose and confront injustices in the Muslim world by becoming a member of this show at patreon.com/CJWellman. We can't produce, sustain and grow this show without your help, and we offer exclusive benefits to those who do. But for now, good night, good morning, wherever you are, and stay blessed.